meaningless dribble that I don't get engaged in. But then she gets to travel a lot. We go traveling different places, and because of her, I take up skiing, and because of me, she takes up scuba diving. Sort of a post facto prenuptial agreement that we both have. I think I fulfilled my end of the bargain a little bit better than she did. At least I beat her down the bottom of the hill.
And actually, you are the life of the party at those cocktail parties. I've seen you.
Yeah.
Well, what's this about? You doing a rap song, Rocket Experience, and a video with Snoop Dogg?
Well, as we just discussed to the Orange County Register, this is not only the 40th anniversary of Apollo 11, but I'm a little more than twice as old as I was then. So in other words, that was a midpoint of my life, a crescendo, you might say, and descending into a little bit of desolation and back up into magnificence again. I am functional, I am alert, I'm a rapper too. All you need is the rocket experience. What you need is the rocket experience. Are you ready to put on your spacesuit? Strap in for the high G liftoff. Well,
I hear the song is available on iTunes for download, and you can help out some space charities for just 99 cents.
Is that all? Jeez, I thought I was worth more than that. Well, we even threw in Snoop Dogg and Quali. I knew I'd get it on the third try.
And your buddy Quincy Jones.
Oh yeah, Quincy. Yeah, he did a little promo for what we're doing. Well, why in the world would I do that? I mean, I'm a spaceman. I want to go to Mars. Not me, but you guys. We need to settle on some place out there, not just go visit and kick up dust and then come back and say we did something. We need a real inspiring objective to our space program. But you can't just do that. You got to build up to it, and in the process of building up to it, flying by comets, making them burp as you go by, visiting asteroids. There's an asteroid that maybe some of you have heard about, Apophis. It's going to come by the Earth pretty close on Friday the 13th of April 2029. It's going to come inside all of our communication satellites. You'll be able to see it. And if it goes in just the right spot, beware, it's going to hit us in 2036. So, I mean, the probability is pretty low, but it could happen. And we have a chance to go and visit that guy and in 2021. And do a number of other things preliminary. We could cycle back and forth between the Earth and the Moon without actually landing there, and then leave one of our exploration modules to be part of a refueling station a little bit later on. We do these progressive things just the way we did them in Mercury, Gemini, and Apollo. We build up.
And what do you call that?
We call that buzzways to Mars. Stepping stones, pathways.
So don't
I actually.
you gotta save a little bit for them to read in the book.
I have just had a ball the last several months putting together this story and researching and getting some of the people that provided me a little bit of help 35 years ago, turning my life around and just making reacquaintances with them, see how they're doing, and they can see how I'm doing. this recovery is a very satisfying experience. I really believe that I'm able to think clearly more about things with an open mind and a rejuvenated mind than I ever would have had I not had to go through this painful period of my life. So you'll read about all of that. You'll read about bachelorhood.
And how many years do you have?
30 years of sobriety. And let me see, I'll bet I could take maybe 2.5 questions. There's one right over there in the corner.
Yeah, I'm wondering what you think about the new effort of NASA to go back to the moon and Mars, this Project Constellation. Do you think they're on the right track right now?
Uh-oh, we're going to be here all night.
Now, the Columbia accident forced the issue, February 1st, 03. In 02, NASA was saying, we're going to keep flying the shuttle till 2020, maybe 2025. Not after that accident. We only have 3, and we realized now's the time to plan a transition. And that study effort was done along with the accident board. I paid attention pretty closely to the accident board. One of the recommendations disturbed me a little bit. It said separate crew and cargo. They should have stopped there, because with the shuttle we put crew and cargo together, and it was a good space station to start gaining experience, putting things up, bringing things back, helping to build the space station. But to replace that, because of its demonstrated lack of safety, lack of simplicity, being able to turn it around quickly and fly much more frequently. There were people who expected to fly the shuttle 40, 50 times a year, and the best we ever did was 9 times. So it just didn't live up to expectations, and really neither did the space station either. So it's probably a good thing that we're moving away from things that have just not kept the interest and kept the enthusiasm of the people who support the program. It just hasn't done that too well. So we took a path, and we took a path that said, let's finish up the shuttle as soon as we can, finish the space station, and then build a new spacecraft or whatever we need to go back to Mars. But it said separate crew and cargo in the launch vehicle. And that, unfortunately, opened the door to some things that I had heard people studying and looking at. And the person who was doing that studying and looking at eventually became the head of NASA, and he carried that program of a launch vehicle for the crew and another one for the cargo. 2 different ones, Ares 1 and Ares 5. That means that simplistically, the sum of those 2 will get us to the moon. Well, a little quick algebra, that means Ares times 1 plus 5, or Ares times 6. It's easier to get to 6 with 3 plus 3. They're the same, and they're simpler. They're an easier derivation of what we already have launching the shuttle. Well, we didn't take that path. And as a result, the Altair lander is much, much bigger than it needs to be. And so if you revise one, you need to start over again. And maybe, because of the expense of all of those, we've got a gap where we're going to have to pay over $50 million for each astronaut to go up to our $100 billion space station for 5 years or more,